Hi, everybody, and welcome to Challenge 6 of our Coding to Christmas series, where we give you a new programming challenge every day running up to Christmas. Today's question was all about whether or not you've been naughty or nice, to see if you're actually on Santa's list or not. So we are automating Santa's naughty and nice list. You need to enter the person's name and how many good deeds they've done this year. So let's start off by doing that. So I'm going to create a variable called name. And once again, I'll use that input statement and we'll ask the question, what is your name? So I'll hold the person's name. We're expecting that to be a string value, so there's no reason to cast it to any other data type. The next variable that we'll need is what the amount of good deeds that the person has put. So again, we'll use the input statement and we'll ask the question, how many good deeds have you done this year? Going off the screen there a little bit, let me just open that up. So the number of deeds that we're asking for, that will be a integer, so we'll cast that using int. So now we've got the user's name that's stored in the name variable, and we've got good deeds in the good deeds variable. So now we can move on to the next part of the question. So if they have done 50 or more good deeds, we print their name and they're on the good list. If they've done between 30 and 49, we say that they've got time, they still have time to get on there. And we also then need to do the days left till Christmas. And then finally, if they've done less than 30 good deeds, print their name and what that they are on the naughty list. So let's do this one, I guess, backwards from the ones that we've done before. So I'm actually going to start off with the less than 30 good deeds, and we'll do the naughty list. So once again, we're going to use a conditional, the if statement. So I'm going to say if good deeds is less than 30. So what do we need to print if they're on the naughty list? So we've got our print statements. Once again, that's indented inside of this if statement. And we've got print, and what should we say? Since we've got the person's name, we can use that. So I'm going to do name plus, that'll concatenate the person's name to the start of this statement that we're printing out. So it'd be name, you are on the naughty list. Sad face for them. Okay, so that's that statement there. We've then got, since we've got 3 different pathways that our program needs to take, either less than 30, between 30 and 50, or over 30, we'll now need another elif statement. So I can start off by putting my elif. And then, because I've done less than 30 on that first one, I can just say good deeds is this time less than 50. So here, if they've done 30, if they've done less than 30, obviously the first part of the if statement will take control here. If they've then done less than 50, the elif will take over, and then finally, obviously the else part of our statement will come into play down below. So good deeds, if it's less than 50, we're going to have another print statement once again, because we can copy and paste what we did on the previous example. So they've still got time. So I do that, and then I can put in another print statement to say the number of days left until Christmas. There are currently something left, some days left till Christmas. So since that value will change each day, so let's just create another. So days left, I believe it is what day is it today? It's the 8th, so there are 17 days left, is that right? 17 days left, so I'll put that in another variable. There are currently, and then I'll split up this statement, days underscore left, again, concatenate. So days left is going to be an integer here, so I need to remember to cast that to be a string. Remember here, when I'm using the person's name, I don't have to cast that because that is already a string. but days left will be an integer. So this will say there are currently 17 days left till Christmas. And then finally, our else statement, and this is the first part of our question, because if this gets executed, it means that they have done at least 50 or more good deeds. So we want to print out their name and that they are on the good list. So again, I'll just copy and paste what I've put on that first one. You are on the nice list. Let's make that a smiley face. Okay, so I think I've got all of the code written there, so let's actually run it and see what happens. What is your name? Put your details in. How many good deeds have I done? Let's say I've done 20 to begin with. And then it says, Jake, you are on the naughty list. So that worked for 20, so let's run this a few more times. Make sure that everything else, if I've done 55 good deeds, I'm on the nice list. And then finally, if I've done, what should I say, 35, you still have time. There are currently 17 days left until Christmas. So there we've gone through, we've selected, or the user has inputted their name and the number of deeds that they've put in. And then our conditional statement has checked that value, and then depending on what value has been added, it obviously prints out a different message. Just take note here that obviously I've actually written the if statement in a different order to the question here. You're totally free to put it in whatever order you do, as long as obviously it meets all of the different requirements. So yeah, I was just showing you that you can do these things in a different order. And that is our question for the day. So that completes challenge number 6. So I hope, again, you'll join us tomorrow for challenge 7. We will see you then. Bye.